Hello people, I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by Emily Shenoy. We're going to look at Nonsense, the official trailer, starring Rinosh George. It's written and directed by MC Jithin, and the producing is done by Johnny Sagariga. I'm not laughing at his name or the movie, I'm just laughing at how I stupidly said it. It's produced by Johnny
The producing is by.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. It's a Malayalam film, and let's check out this trailer. Alright, like how this is shot.
Look, Arun, I won't have any more excuses.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. Nonsense. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Nonsense.
എന്നെ സ്കൂളിലെല്ലാരും നോൺസെൻസ് എന്നാ വിളിക്കാറ് ഡോക്ടറെ.
മിസ് ഈ അറിഞ്ഞ കൊണ്ടൊരു രക്ഷയില്ല.
എന്റെ അണ്ണ സർക്കസ് അല്ല, സൈക്കിൾസ്റ്റ് ആണ്.
Silence.
BMX എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ബൈസിക്കിൾ മോട്ടോക്രോസ്. BMX ഒളിമ്പിക്സിൽ വരെയുള്ള ഒരു സ്പോർട്ടാണ്. ഓ അതെനിക്കറിയില്ലായിരുന്നു ചേട്ടാ. ഈ കൊടിമരത്തിന് എത്ര ഹൈറ്റ് കാണുമോ?
Oh, it's cool. He's using math to figure out how to do stunts.
Explain on the board. ഇനി നിന്റെ അച്ഛനെയോ അമ്മയോ ആരെങ്കിലും വിളിച്ചോണ്ട് വന്നിട്ട് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ കയറിയാൽ മതി.
എന്തിനാണ് തിരക്കും ചെയ്തത്? ഇമ്പോസിഷനാ. സ്പീഡും വെലോസിറ്റി. സ്പീഡിന് പൊസിഷനാ. അതാ ചേട്ടൻ പറ. സ്പീഡ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാ എന്താ? ജീവൻകുമാർ അരുൺ ജീവൻ. ഇനിയിപ്പോ എന്തായാലും നേരായ വഴി കൂടെ പോക്കടക്കണം. എന്താ അവന് സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ? എന്റെ പ്രായം പാസ്സായി പോക്കൂ.
ഇയാള് മലയ്ക്കോ മണാലിക്കോ ഷിംലയ്ക്കോ എങ്ങോട്ടെങ്കിലും പോയി.
ഒരു ഐഡിയ ഉണ്ട്. വർക്കൗട്ട് ആയി. നമുക്ക് വേണ്ട ഒരു ഡോക്ടർമാരെ എഞ്ചിനീയർമാരെ മാത്രമല്ല, കുറച്ച് നല്ല മനുഷ്യരെ കൂടിയാണ്.
That's a beautiful shot. Wow.
Peace out.
അതെന്തുവാ?
Peace out എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ലേ?
That's Jaby's thing.
Stealing your moves.
Yeah, that's a really cool story. Because he's still into the school stuff, but he just wants to apply it to his thing. Mm-hmm. That's fascinating.
I feel like that part's interesting. I was a little confused as to like why he couldn't graduate if he was like knowing what was going on and understanding all the concepts and stuff.
There's a phrase we use over here in the States. I don't know if it's used in India, but it's called an idiot savant. Someone who's like really good at one particular thing and they kind of are just garbage at everything else. I don't know if that's the case here or if it's like one of those things where there's plenty of people who have all but one of their classes finished and they could have got a college degree, but they didn't because they didn't finish that one class or that one semester, or they dropped out like right before the end. Like my dad, for instance, he went to college for a long time and he just studied a bunch of different things that interested him. And then the military stopped paying for his college tuition and so he just stopped.
Right.
But like, he just took the classes that fascinated him because he was just a lover of education. Here, it just seems like he's only interested in what's going to apply directly to what it is that he loves to do. At least that's what I got from it. I could be wrong. It could be that he's like not a very smart kid. I don't even know if he was fully understanding the concepts or if someone else was doing it, helping him to do certain things. But he's got a passion for something that is not typical. I honestly haven't ever seen this explored in any Indian movie so far at all. The BMX thing, like we don't even really see that here in the States anymore. It's a thing still, but I don't think it's as big as anywhere near as much as it used to be.
I know. I think it's more of like less of like a casual, trendy, cool thing to do, and more of like it is an Olympic sport, so it's like athletes that train in it like super hardcore and take it super seriously.
Yeah.
As opposed to like something like kids will do, after school.
Yeah, I remember growing up, kids would like skateboard and stuff, and there was like professional skateboarding and whatever. I met one person I think in my whole life that does like BMX, like seriously hardcore, and I don't remember when that encounter was. But that's really cool. It's tough, especially I think in India, to try and pursue this thing that's very unorthodox, very unusual, like outside the norm, and like convince people like this is what you should be doing and have their support. At the beginning, I genuinely thought his name was Nonsense, like his parents were mean and just gave him a messed up name. Here's a little weird anecdote that I heard. I don't know if this is a true story, but it may have been paraphrased and then just got passed on as paraphrased wrong, but there was this guy who had two kids. He named one kid Success and one kid Failure. The kid named Success became a total failure and the kid named Failure became a massive success.
What?
Just because it's like there's this stuff that's kind of put on you
Yeah.
based on your name, like Amazing, I'm gonna name my child Amazing. because he's gonna be amazing. No, and so likewise here, this kid's name is Nonsense, but it's like he's gonna completely show you over the course of the movie that he is not nonsense. He actually makes a lot of sense if you just listen to what the heck he's saying. He's just got tunnel vision on his goal, and like he just wants that to be his thing, and he's obviously really good at it, and no one cares except for the audience. Like we can all see what's going on here. He's amazing.
Totally. So you feel like the name kind of like would like light a fire under their butt to like prove wrong.
I think you should always give your kids messed up names because that will inspire them to be the opposite of that.
To be a better thing.
Yeah, like Craphead.
That is bad advice.
No, it'll work out. It'll work out fine. Don't worry about it. When you name your kids something like Hercules, then they're gonna be this puny little like nothing.
Yeah.
They're not gonna,
They're just gonna be sick constantly, and
they're gonna end up becoming this bohemian who never eats protein, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to name your kids something that gives them. There's a great song all of you need to listen to by Johnny Cash. It's called "A Boy Named Sue." Go check out that song. Have you heard it? Mm-hmm. Okay, that proves my point right there. Like A Boy Named Sue. It's just like this guy had a girl's name Sue, and made him, you know, rough and tough, and he was able to handle the world because his dad gave him this messed up ass name. Also, his dad wasn't present, so he had to be his own man. So
there's more to it than the name.
Yeah, but
the name is something.
Yeah, so Nonsense. I like the name of this movie a lot. Well, especially because of what, you know, its meaning is in the film.
Well, proving that BMX isn't nonsense a little bit. That's his.
Yeah, that's the deeper meaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even like.
Well, proving that his passion isn't nonsense because it still matters, and that's because there's like the scene where he's like telling his dad, I think, that it's an Olympic sport and it's a real thing and it's a career and you don't have to be a doctor or scientist.
Yeah, you gave me a mini blow my mind moment, because like, I didn't like consider that his pursuit, the actual pursuit itself, would be considered nonsense. Because I was so focused in on the name thing, the moniker, that I wasn't considering the effort being nonsense. You're right, like the whole endeavor is proving like my joy is not nonsense. You know, and then it ends up becoming like a Billy Elliot sort of situation where he ends up becoming amazing at it and everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know? Or if not Billy Elliot, then Dangal. But Billy Elliot, for those of you who don't know, is about a kid who just, for whatever reason, really enjoyed ballet. Like, he wasn't a poof, but he just was, I mean, that's quoting from the movie, but he really loved ballet and then pursued it and became amazing at it.
It's an amazing movie, but it was set in England.
North
like,
England.
Rural North England, where, you know, men are men and like they come home and knock back some beers and...
Well, ballet is just not considered very masculine, is part of the issue, right? And you're right, it's all very, you know, rough and gruff kind of thing. But I've done ballet a little bit. And that shit's hard. Mm-hmm. that's not a joke. That's when if people call that girly, they're freaking stupid. Like, that's hard. Likewise, BMX, I haven't even bothered venturing into anything like that. Like, I used to ride the bike a lot when I was a kid and try to do some tricks here and there, and I messed myself up, and I was like, you know what, I won't do that.
I've fallen off a bike so many times just riding it in a straight line in a bike lane that I would not try BMX just because I know it's like gonna end in disaster.
You know, that's a lot better than what I have to say about myself, because I've done some dumb stuff with bikes. So for some reason I had this fascination with the idea of riding a bike with my eyes closed.
I did the same thing. I swear to God.
And the moment I closed my eyes, the bike went like this and I drove straight into a car. And I was like, it was so stupid. And I'm like, let me try this again. And then I messed up myself again. And I was like, this is dumb.
I used to do the same thing constantly. I would see how long I could go without opening my eyes.
It was stupid.
Or take your hands and your feet off the...
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I
ran into so many parked cars. That was like my move, because my hometown has a lot of bike lanes. Like it's great for people who are, you know, smart and riding bikes. But me, I was in the bike lane and then would do all these stupid tricks to test myself and just parked car every time.
That's my move. Check it out. Boom. No hands, no feet, park car.
That's the worst.
That's a sweet move.
So many scars.
I like that. The scariest story for me in a bike, while we're talking about bikes and whatnot, was I was a kid. I must have been like 9 or 10 years old, and my buddy Jason Agpalo, was my best friend when I was a kid. I used to sleep over at his place a bunch. We went up to this hill. He had a hill right by his house that he used to live in. And we go up to the top, right? You walk your way up the top of and then just fly down the hill, and it was fun. What happened was I decided to do it on my own once, and he was playing with a ball or something. And he tossed the ball up as I was flying down the hill, and he dropped it in front of me, and I like lost control for a second, and I did a harsh U-turn, and I could not slow down for the life of me. There was 2 old ladies taking out their groceries from the trunk of their car, and I'm like, watch out! And this old lady, they just didn't move, and I slammed in the back of the knee of one of the old ladies. No. And she like turns around and looks at me and goes, that hurt. Oh, no. And then walked away with the groceries. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I thought that was going to be a whole lot worse. Yeah.
What a boss.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
she handled that like a champ.
Yeah, it just took the breath out of me because I thought it was going to kill her.
Yeah.
And she was just chill about it. I was like, oh, okay, phew, that went over.
You must not have been going that fast.
It might have been a lot faster in my brain, or the brakes worked a lot better than I thought they did.
Right.
She was just chill about it. Like it was almost as if I flicked her head with my finger.
Right. Just
like that hurt, you know.
Please don't do that again.
Exactly. Anyway, BMX, awesome. This kid, I am hoping for this kid. I hope that he becomes amazing by the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. It looks inspiring. I would definitely want to watch this movie. You guys. Let us know your thoughts. Be honest, be verbose in the comments below. Check out Emily. She knows everything on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
Emily Shenout.
Peace out.